Hej, siemanko ludziska, z tej strony Mens, witam was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gameplayami oraz trailerami i zaczynamy od GTA Online Los Santos Drug Wars, więc nie pozostaje nam nic innego jak zacząć i obejrzeć.
We're new in town, but we've got a plan. We're going into business, my friend.
You're not gonna join these weirdos, are you?
Okay. Like a Dragonician. Ooh, official brawler overview. Okay. Tak jest. Na nas czeka cała seria Jakuzy na 100%. Ajajajajajajaj. Nie, jutro. Jedi jeszcze nie kończyliśmy do końca. Into the Dead 3. Także jeszcze trochę tam zostało.
Hey, it's me. Do you copy? I think I found something. You're gonna wanna see this. Maggie out.
Okay. Age of Darkness, Final Stand.
Snipe attacks, explosive traps, and AoE volleys. Cyrus dominates the battlefield beneath the Rebellion banner. Welcome to Cyrus's hero spotlight.
Ready to lead.
Despite a war wound that slows his movement, Cyrus's reputation as a master ranged combatant and inspiring leader is unquestioned. Equipped with a longbow and caltrops, Cyrus is a powerful ranged attacker. His passive and active abilities are versatile, while Cyrus's ultimate ability unleashes a hail of devastating projectiles down on his targets. Cyrus's passive ability, Splintering Shot, causes the force of his mighty arrows to pierce through his initial target and into those behind it.
Perforate them.
That makes Splintering Shot perfect for repelling multiple enemies at once.
Outrun this.
Cyrus's first active ability, Snipe, releases a long-range piercing shot that deals massive damage to the front target and any targets behind it. His second active ability, Caltrops, covers the battlefield in traps that explode on contact with the enemy, dealing damage and slowing them. Once placed, Caltrops last for some time,
Tower
allowing
defense
Cyrus
takim.
to shape the battlefield to his advantage. Cyrus's ultimate ability, Violent Volley, is perfect for raining chaos
Anna,
down
we
from
are
afar
billions.
over a wide area of effect. Plus, Cyrus gets increased chance of triggering Splintering Shot, as well as a boost to attack speed. Thanks for watching
Łucznik, który nie jest zombie. No, oczywiście, stacjonarny łucznik. Jak wieża.
To keep up to date with Age of Darkness, head over to the official Discord channel.
Tak, taki system. Green Hell, Spirits of Amazonia Part 3 na konsolę. Trailerik. Ale dostał tam strzała w bebechy. Chłop byłby Matrix już dawno, no, jak nie wiem co. No, Magdu, no, dokładnie. W piątunio start, więc pewnie gdzieś tam połączymy. Mówię, pewnie odpalimy się wcześniej, a za tydzień w piątunią pogramy sobie w Rezydenta, a później Lady Balloons. Dlatego liczę, że że ukończymy jutro Jedi'a. Także liczę, że Melty Blood, Type Lumina. Jakiś gameplay, dobra, zobaczymy. No, także liczę, że jutro właśnie Jedi padnie. Jeśli chodzi o fabułkę, coś tam pewnie jeszcze chwilkę porobimy z pobocznych rzeczy. I może jak wyjdzie więcej patchy, no to może jeszcze gdzieś tam wrócimy. A nie wiem, od której godziny beta będzie dostępna. Ciężko mi powiedzieć. Nie sprawdzałem. Można zobaczyć zaraz. O 18 naszego czasu. Z tego, co tutaj jest napisane na necie. A nawet nie wiem, jak ostatnio było. Ciężko mi powiedzieć. You win. Jakoś mocno nie śledziłem. Szczerze powiedziawszy. A, też od 18. No. Dokładnie, to się nie myliłeś, pewnie, nie myliłeś się. Ale rzeźnia, ile to trwa? Ale go tam leje, kurde. Masakra. Haha. Ult. Nice. No, to dobrze, panie, no dobrze. A więcej FPS-ków, tak? Wiesz co, Jack? Coś podobnego ma Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Nie odpalowałeś jeszcze Lasa Epocha? No, zobacz sobie. Jaka będzie różnica. Chyba z tego co pamiętam w Dragon Ballu Fighter Z Hunt Showdown, nice. W Dragon Ballu Fighter Z chyba jest tak, że jak odpalisz specjala, to się regeneruje to życie. I też był taki pasek, który może zregenerować. Z tą różnicą. Tutaj właśnie nie widziałem, czy też jak się odpalało tego specjala, czy tego Sparka, że tak powiem, to się mogłeś uleczyć. Jak użył umiejętności leczącej, to wtedy coś się uczył. Może też tutaj coś na ten stylu takiego Sparka, bo tutaj też widziałem, że były chyba takie ala Sparki chyba, czy coś ten deseń. Jak się załadują, więc być może na tej samej zasadzie, nie? Devil's Moon.
Achieved with CryEngine.
Welcome
Spellforce,
to my domain,
Conquest of Evil.
apprentice. I can sense a powerful soul within you, one I might use for my creations. Don't be afraid. I have plenty of souls I can make use of in my craft. I am a necromancer, you see, an artist of life in death, a creator of my own minions, an army free of doubt, free of fear, free of weakness, utterly obedient. I send them to battle, to harvest the souls of mortals, beasts, and all manner of creatures.
Pamiętasz stare Spellforce'y? Ja powiem ci szczerze, że nie grałem w ogóle we Spellforce'y. Nigdy w życiu nie grałem w Spellforce'y.
And expand my domain, and my servants multiply, until at last no one can stand against me. Because make no mistake, a great struggle is coming. We all vie for the All-Fire, so jealously protected by the Circle of Mages. For whoever conquers it will conquer all
Łączenie RPG ze
of
strategią? No.
Perhaps, my apprentice, it is time to break the circle. And I think you may be the one to do it.
Może gdzieś tam kiedyś siądę do tego Octopath Traveler, 2.
Well, well, Throne. Is there something you'd like to confess?
Not really. I just remembered something. A rumor of treasure hidden within a cathedral.
Only
5,5
a fool
minuty?
cares for
Jesus
charred
Christ.
coin. Reach into the fire and you'll get burned.
No good thief fears a little fire. I steal what our clients want and eliminate those who stand in their way. The cycle repeats again and again and again.
We do what we can to survive in this stub. Living with a collar around our necks from our parents.
Teraz wygląda jak full strategia.
Who sell us out like that?
You've sullied my good name, you wretched worm!
Death to traitors. That's the rule.
Mother, Father, they are our leaders. The forces that move the Black Snakes.
Throne can steal townspeople's
Miałem się grać
belongings.
jedynkę, ale nie mogłeś się doczekać.
I'll take that.
She can also
Leterowa
ambush
walka.
those in her way, temporarily knocking them unconscious.
Nice work.
Shall be your opponent.
When in your party, Throne can use Blessing of Darkness to augment all allies at night.
Watch me.
Activate her latent power, and she can act twice in a single turn.
No, to dobrze, Magdum, że ci śmiga grafa. No.
There is no better way to control someone than through pain.
If you want to live, you must learn to kill.
For the first time in my life, I know what I want. I want to be free. For
No,
the
tego
first
typu giereczek
time,
jak właśnie
I
Octopath
cannot wait
jest
to
sporo
see
też,
mother
nie?
and
I nie tylko tego typu właśnie, że tam pikselowate,
Unbelievable.
ale dużo jest
What are
JRPG-ów
those gods of ours thinking?
oczekujących dla mnie. No to już nieraz
Peacetime is
mówiłem.
no time to be lax in your duties.
And how is it that people of your ilk get chosen to serve on the Inquisition?
Najgorsze jest to, że tego typu gry są strasznie długie, nie? Bo grind też dochodzi do tego.
I've felt forces mobilizing against the church.
Go about your business. Your little interrogation is over.
It appears the rumors are true. The heretics are mobilizing against the church. I am overcome with unease.
Temenos can guide people.
No,
and
no,
bring them
dokładnie,
along
dokładnie.
on this journey.
Dlatego gdzieś tam
You can
odkładam i
also
odkładam
coerce someone for information.
i góra gierek rośnie. Tego typu. Więc
When in your party, Temenos can use Moonlight Judgment to enfeeble all foes at night. Activate his latent power to lower enemy shield points, regardless of their weaknesses.
I won't back down. Stand back, Temenos. I appreciate your courage, but I need not be sheltered from any and all danger.
Heel, pup. You're still playing the Pontus loyal hound, I see.
And soon, night shall fall.
Soon,
I must divine
night
the
shall
truth
fall.
behind those words.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each traveler sets out with a primary job, but will be able to combine it with a secondary job in battle as their journey progresses. This enables them to equip weapons from both their primary and secondary job.
Let's get to work. Come on.
It also increases the number of skills at their disposal. You can teach the powerful warrior Hikari a cleric's recovery skills. Have the magically inclined scholar Oswald learn a dancer's support skills, and much more. You can obtain licenses at various guilds throughout the world to gain access to most secondary jobs. Fulfill the guild's requests.
O nie, fajnie giereczko wygląda, naprawdę. Z tego co wiem, względem jedynki jest sporo usprawnień, nie? Zapewne wpierw bym chciał ograć jedyneczkę, nie? Aby zobaczyć dwójeczkę. Więc to będzie kupa godzin jak zwykle, więc...
Who will you meet? How will you fight? Which path will you tread? Every road is yours to take.
A divine boon to all.
Late.
Octopath Traveler 2, February 24th, 2023.
No, giereczka już wyszła, nie?
Embark on an adventure all your own.
No, Wulong Fallen Dynasty. O kurde. Kochany Wulong.
Yes, I can see it.
Yes.
Fate intended for us to meet here.
Mówisz, że jedyny Souls, którego nie ograsz? No. No widzisz, ja Solta finalnie spasowałem. Nie siadł mi. Podejście solo? Nie. Nie. Powiedziałem nie. Więc no. Dark Souls, może tak jak dużo ludzi mówi, że od trójki powinienem zacząć, nie? Więc zobaczymy jak to będzie. To nie, że w ogóle nie ograłem gierek Soulsowych, nie? No bo The Source ograłem, Fallen Lord chyba bodajże ograłem, coś tam chyba jeszcze grałem, teraz nie pamiętam, więc pewnie wszystko zależne jest od stylu gierki, nie? Czy mi się spodoba, czy też nie, i tak dalej, i tak dalej. No i wydaje mi się, że to chyba tylko w te dwie grałem, więc... Abyss World. A Dysur, że też ten? Nie dałeś rady? No ja jedynkę grałem, jeszcze dwójkę do mnie czeka. Więc chętnie ubadam sobie tę dwójeczkę też. Dysarze. Co to kurde, jakieś solsowe są znowu? Ale to wygląda też jak jakaś solsowa gierka. The Abyss World. Abyss po prostu. Tak? Abyss World. Nie ma nawet tutaj ten lol. RPG. Oczywiście, że Souls-like. Lol. Ciekawe. Ciekawe. Na UE5. Boobies! Okej. Okay. The plot thickens. Wanted dead.
Place your bet and let the Wheel of Fortune make a choice for you.
W to mam wielką żądzę, żeby pograć. Ponoć nie jest to jakaś rewelacyjna gra? PS6 nie jest niezła. Krwista gierka. Uff. Postacie wyglądają z tej gierki gry o wampirach, co grywałem. Mówisz Vampire the Masquerade. Ten. Taki ala przygodowy, czy coś w tym desenie. No. No nie wiem, mam wrażenie, że tutaj lepiej te postacie wyglądają niż tam. A Century, Age of Ashes. The Last Bastion PvE? Event? Nice. Century, the Age of Ashes, przepraszam. The Male, Raging of Madness. Okay.
It all began with an elven king and his queen that were hell-bent on finding the key to eternal life. Their drove them into darkness, causing Rakarn to be unleashed upon the world, a force of evil feeding on the corruption of man. So, 4 heroes were needed to fight back and save Gilmerion.
Giereczka z koopem?
In Sunderhaven, the Rat King ruled in the deep like sewers. But our heroes were there, pushing evil back. Inside the Rich Forest, Mother Sai and the Root Lord ruled with an iron fist, but in vain, for they were both conquered. Under the scorching sun in the Ronth Desert, the heroes fought the false god of Iztir, controlled by
Neo. Coś mi się kojarzy ten tytuł.
So we reach the town of Ends, where people had forgotten the horrors lurking just beneath their feet.
To jest jakiś dodatek chyba do Demeo. Same Demeo już wyszło. W 2.1 nawet. To jest Dungeon Crawler. Strategiczny RPG. Oldschoolowy. Ciekawe. Jakiś ołtarz wyrasta z ziemi, lol. Delish. The final chapter. O, to jest coś takiego. O, ciekawe. Jest wersja VR-owa? Czy to nie jest, że wersja VR-owa, ale jest wersja VR-owa. A nie, jest i VR też faktycznie. Meta, okej. Okej. Have a nice day. Okay.
Hello again, beloved employees of Death Incorporated. It's that exciting time.
No właśnie nie zauważyłem, że wybierał z ręki, więc... Ale pod koniec było, że VR-ka jest, więc... Okej. Okej.
I could see you are filled with enthusiasm. Our gracious CEO is rolling out some new perks, so you can expect an increase in efficiency, organization, workload, and of course, overall employee happiness. Yay. You can choose from the following benefits. Brand new weapons and spells for you to try, as well as improvements to some company classics.
Chyba mam na liście. Have a nice day.
A range of cheery decorations for the mandatory annual company holiday party.
Tak, jest na mojej liście.
For
Do
all
grania.
your necessary office material needs. Easier work tasks for our newer recruits. But worry not, overachievers. Your crushingly difficult responsibilities have also been expanded. Our CEO can now choose his starting size, and even has new options for upgrading it. A gift for him is a gift for all of us. Upgraded security to make you all feel safe and sound. And some other silly things you lot keep complaining to HR about. Death Inc. cares about its minions, employees. Now be grateful and try to be the best little workers you can be.
Nice. Spoko, bo dodatki wydają jeszcze do tej gierki. Nieźle. Blacktail. To może być całkiem spoko giereczka. Taka mroczna.
My fate was sealed before you even left the village. Baba may have had no hand in my demise, but she still craves my soul. You can still save us.
Zora? Is that you?
You're not ready.
I to jeszcze polska gierka.
The huts, the masks, the idols. They're means to a greater end. But you gotta walk the road.
No, to nieźle. Pytanie, ile masz FPS-ów? Magdalena.
Help me avoid justice. What do you really want from me?
I don't want to harm you.
Of course, we've got a job to do. I'll find her, one way or another.
No, to całkiem nieźle, Magdu. Jak 60 FPS-ków. No. Szacun, szacun. Bardzo dobrze, panie. A wcześniej jakie miałeś detale ustawione? Na jakich grałeś? Tower of Fantasy. No, Black Tail całkiem nieźle wygląda, naprawdę. Czekam na giereczkę.
Ma'am, I've located and targeted clone number 14.
Number 14. She's the last clone on the run, right?
Yes, and I am expecting an order from you.
I'm so sorry, child. None of you should pay for this mistake. Do what you must.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry for the wait. Outlaw, you were the last one. If you want us in prison,
Czekaj, Black Tail już wyszedł?
why
What?
bother to let us see the outside world?
Ej, faktycznie, 15 grudnia,
One
KW.
day, you will understand. You and us. We are the same. Let this song be our farewell gift.
Okej, ciekawe, ciekawe. O, no. Tower of Fantasy. A teraz mamy Grime Colors of Rot. Znowu jakiś taki... roguelike'owy. Strasznie przypomina Dead Cella z tą głową. Tylko trochę w innym klimacie zrobiony. O, Souls Inspired! O kurde, Metroidvania nawet. Okej. Remorse, The List, Epizod 1. Jakiś horrorek. Making of? 4,5 minuty, okej.
Remorse The List is a survival horror game that takes the player to Hidegpusta, a small and abandoned
Mamy w ogóle
Hungarian
Remorse'a
city.
wpisanego?
The protagonist must fight his way through gruesome
Nie mamy.
monstrosities, solve puzzles, and look for supplies to survive, and find the origin of a weird list. In this episode, we will look into the references that inspired the design of the streets, buildings, and the overall atmosphere
Dobra,
of the
zapisałem
game.
sobie.
Then we will talk about how the semi-open world gameplay works. So let's dive deep into the dark and dusty alleys of the game. The game takes place in Hungary during the 90s, where the designer of the game grew up. The first step in making Remorse was collecting references for buildings and streets from that time. The goal was to make the player feel the dirty and lonely atmosphere of the developer's home city's outskirts, with its flickering street lamps and narrow streets. To achieve this goal, the project team used unique Hungarian environment models on every level to make sure it feels authentic. Some of you might recognize the orange trash bins on the streets, the playgrounds with the metal climbers, or the concrete ping-pong tables. But there are other things the developers are familiar with, like the 10-floor block buildings and some of the fences and
Dlatego też oglądam trailery i zapisuję sobie na listę, nie? Jak coś ciekawego jest, więc nie ma zmiłuj się.
Most of the interiors are made with real ground plans of residential buildings too. Since these flats are usually small, the layout and the cluttered models
Bo idzie dużo jakichś takich pomniejszych gierek pominąć też.
Feeling of these tight rooms. These details contribute to the sinister atmosphere and the overall feeling of the game. The atmosphere of the game was also strongly influenced by the survival horror games of the 90s and 2000s, when the primary elements of the games were not the graphics or the beautiful lights, but the visceral fear that the atmosphere irradiated you with. Whether it was a foggy and deserted small town, or the failed biological experiments of a large corporation, terror was guaranteed for every player who tried to solve their mysteries. When the team started to work on the levels, they wanted the player to progress from the outer suburban area to the depths of the city's downtown. While these narrow, lonely streets mean little to no harm to the player, you fight more and more enemies while on your way to the heart of the city. To help the player navigate Hidegpusta, the team added a simple yet useful map that contains important clues about the district. This way, the player will have just enough information about the city, street names, blocked roads, and the main puzzle area. So make sure to pay attention to street signs and stay on the lookout for landmarks, like the hospital, the pharmacy, or the police station. Since the game is semi-open world, it has 3 separate main objectives connected by the main hub. The player can choose which path to take first. It was important for the team to lead the player toward these objectives, so they placed clues all over the city. They are mostly slight hints, like the number 9 or the scattered bloody glass shards, but it helps a lot if the player is paying attention to them. Then, after reaching the area of an objective, the player must find out the dark secret of the place and solve its mystery. Working through the mysterious list this way will eventually uncover the gruesome truth behind it and shed light on the protagonist's past.
Remorse... O, epizod 2. O.
In this episode, we will learn more about the characters in the game, their motives, and the idea behind the game's story. So let's dive into this very
Nie. To nie jest, że ktoś umarł. Jak umarł? Dlaczego umarł? Kto go zabił?
Sometime in the 90s and tells the
To jest solve mystery.
Hungarian family. We find out the reasons behind the downfall of that particular family and unveil the circumstances of the suffering they went through. It becomes clear which of the father's desperate decisions led to the most tragic events of the story, and what our role is in the big picture. The developers wanted a story that anyone would be able to relate to. Everyone has experienced tensions between family members or the loss of a relative at some point in their lives. They didn't want the game to have clearly good or bad characters. Everyone has their own motives and flaws in this story. The player will see how the decisions of the characters led them down the paths they're on, and where that chain of events ended. From this, we can also see how important a single accident or choice can be in life, and how it can destroy entire families. During the game, the player learns more and more about the family's past and the atrocities committed by its members. Each of the 3 main routes the player can take is based on an important event, which will provide a frame for the journey. These locations all serve the game's story with their look and feel. This includes the abandoned building of the police station, the hospital, and even the family house with so
Może jestem detektywem. Może policjantem, który próbuje rozwiązać zagadkę. Jak nie wiesz.
And all of his daily struggles begging for salvation, so that he could, maybe, look his relatives in the eyes
Albo po prostu cywilem, którego intryguje cała historia.
It will be in the hands of the player to make the final decision and the judgment based on the information obtained by the mysterious list.
Oj tam Jack, szczegóły. Into the dead, our darkest days. Hero zombie?
With each day, we become more desperate. And we're forced to make unspeakable choices. Just to stay alive.
Yep.
Now, there's no turning back. We have to work together and survive long enough to escape this city. No matter what it takes.
Into the dead. Jakiś autorunner. O. Okay. Vampire Survivors.
Forever dimmed. A land of moonlight and fading blossoms. Eternal night of vampire paradise. If you'll just take my hand.
Pierce the heavens and drink from the font of the full moon.
Ale biała mapa. Holy shit.
The mind is quicker than the eye. At least mine is.
What? Okay.
Ignorant elders, behold the power of the new moon. The power of the void incarnate.
Don't misunderstand, sweetie. I'm the star. You're all just extras.
Okej. Tak swoją drogą już wyszło drugie DLC. Forspoken.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm.
Next. Warhammer 40,000, Dark Tide.
So we're borrowing a complex dish from Tertium. That means you're off to Archivum Sycorax.
Like a Dragon Ishin. Co tutaj nam teraz pokażę? Combat Overview. Wild Dancer. Boli. Uff. Musimy nadrobić Yakuzę. One Piece Odyssey. Co tutaj ciekawego pokażecie?
Minna, もう一度だ。ここってアラバスタか？たとえここが思い出の中でも誰も死んでほしくないの。俺たちの命くらい一緒にかけてみろ。仲間だろうが。私は生きる。あなたたちには決して屈しない。
役に立たない部下はただの足かせだ。
部下じゃねえ。仲間だ。あいつらがいてくれるから。
Samurajowie i broń palna? To musiała być końcówka ery samurajów? Tak, pewnie tak, nie? Z tego co kojarzę, tam też działa są armatnie i tak dalej, więc 100% końcóweczka.
この世界は現実じゃねえかもしれねえけど、俺はエースを助けたい。
先に行けルフィ。こいつは俺たちで止める。
エースを必ず助けて。
お前にはまだこのステージは早すぎる。
早くねえよ。今は一人じゃねえからな。
七部会も安くなったもんだね。
俺の言うこともろくに聞かねえで無茶ばっかりしやがって。
貴様ら兄弟も後ろの一味もここから生きて返せば正義の名折れじゃろうが。
今回はお前らがいる。俺に力を貸してくれ。
俺は恩人をドフラミンゴに殺された。俺たち懸賞金をかけられたんだよ。
行こう。ドフラミンゴのところに。
弟とその仲間に手を出すな。
キャベツ、レベッカを頼む。
ここは僕の舞台だ。さあ行け。
悪運もここで終わり。お前もお前の仲間たちも全てだ。
コラさん、バカな。コラさんだと。
お前たちここに何をしに来た。
お前をぶっ飛ばしにだ。
失望したよ。
No tylko, że to jest Odyseja, więc być może jakieś wspomnienia albo coś w tym stylu. Ciężko powiedzieć. Jak ta część jest zrobiona. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie.
The very picture of a hero.
Why, instructor?
However, Crossbell has no need for you any longer. Perhaps kindly get off the
Angielski
stage.
dubbing.
Our only wish was to be free, for Crossbell to have true freedom. Freedom that no one would be able to take from us again.
It's all over.
Damn it all. Have it your way. We'll defeat you as many times as it takes.
I know it's there. I'm just not sure how to truly accept it.
Instructor!
To say nothing of using the Highlands to try and reignite the fires of war.
Even seeing your mask, I get the sudden urge. Smash it to pieces!
I'll take your words to heart.
Who are you?
No jak?
Thor's Class 7 is here after all.
We'll show you we have more than enough!
You've got to be kidding me.
I will handle this.
What do you think you're doing? This
Mix
is
światów.
a lady! Ez!
Yeah.
Yet the choice must be done so with peril. For the answers one may not stand to bear.
I jeszcze Gundamy są.
Let's get to work! All for one! Swords are without form. Kurt, I'm ready! And exist within oneself.
Get on!
Noelle!
If I don't have Ez with me,
I said I'd protect her for you, Ace. You truly are amongst the finest materials a craftsman could dream of.
Wydaje mi się, że antybohaterem jest.
Reshape! But I won't let you have your way.
Z tego co już widziałem.
where one trail ends, another begins. The legend of heroes trails into reverie.
Mortal Shell Complete Edition.
You seem different.
No, prawda.
Untouched by false truth.
Też bym wolał więcej złych albo antybohaterów, szczerze powiedziawszy. Za mało jest, kurde, gierek z takimi postaciami. Szkoda, szkoda. Mortal Shell. Sifu. René. Nice. Nice. Ale ludziska, na ten odcineczek to tyle z mojej strony, także dzięki wielkie, serdecznie za oglądanie i widzimy się już niedługo w kolejnym. Trzymajcie się. Jej.